Oi, oi. Well, this is a bit different, isn't it? Not massively different, but yeah, I'm throwing it out there, man. That streaming on YouTube is not as it's not as easy as streaming on Twitch. It's kind of a bit annoying, man, to be honest. Like the way they set it up, it's not really set up, is it, for live streams and that? God damn it, man! I haven't like done my hair. Look. Fucking state. Some like water on it. Anyway, who have we got out there? It'll be interesting to see what sort of latency we've got on YouTube as well compared to Twitch. Theoretically, you guys should be able to still play the sound effects and stuff as well. So I don't know if somebody can maybe give that a go if anyone's out there. Theoretically, you should be able to still do the stickers and the sound effects, I think. It's worked in the past. So fingers crossed with that. Anyway, chaps, you know what we're doing today, right? Yet more bloody... Yeah, there we go, Colossus. So it is still working, right? That's good. That is a bonus. Now, I'm umming and ahhing about advertising this on Facebook, because I know a load of people are going to look at it and go, oh man, what a fucking loser. Yeah, sod it. Post it up there. See if we can get any randoms from my real life. Be like, I wonder what Garth's doing these days. Ah, yes, there he is. There he is, being an absolute sad act on the internet. But yeah. Charlie Tango, mate, how's it going? Colossus. Yeah, so we've got a couple of the usuals. It'd be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see like who makes the jump from Twitch over here. Or I'm interested to see, you know, who the loyal followers are. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the actual latency on YouTube as well is quite different. I think it's going to be a lot more than what Twitch offers. That's my theory, anyway. And lads, you know what we're doing today? I said that like 2 or 3 times. Let's make sure I've got all 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So we're doing these 10 Poxwalkers. And I'm hoping... There's like another... There's the ones that we did yesterday. So let's have a look at these ones, look. So just for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, the sort of effect that we're going for is I want to spend about 3 hours on these. No longer than 3 hours, 3.5 hours on the 10 Poxwalkers. And the effect we're going for is going to be something similar to this. So that is what would be called, I assume, people would say, oh, those are grim dark, right? Because we want them to... We want those Poxwalkers to look good with these Death Guard, right? And the only way they're going to like fit together is obviously with the same style, which is the grim dark style. So... That is today's plan. Can we do it? Yeah, of course we can, man. I'm going to fucking piss all over it, mate. Especially considering I did it yesterday. just for future reference, anyone who's tuned in and it's like not today's the 6th of September, those Death Guard are going to be for sale. So you can hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Instagram, anything like that. And I'm going to be selling the Poxwalkers, the 10 Death Guard, a Blight Drone, I think it's called, and the Lord of Contagion all together. I'm going to be selling that as a army. So if you're interested in it, go and get it. And also, if you're interested in buying any 40k shield time activated, go and get yourself down to Element Games. All of those links are below. Save yourself 10 to 25%. Games Workshop, D&D, you name it, they got it, man. Don't pay full price for that shit. Why would you pay full price there? And if you use that link, you're helping me out as well. So chilling over, let's get on with the painting then. So I think I'm going to use a bit of a bigger brush than I did yesterday, because, or maybe I'm tempted to, no, let's do it the same way we did yesterday, because let's just do it the same way we did yesterday, because there's no need to mess about with stuff if it works, is there? But sort of colours that we're going to go for, I'm going to go with this flesh wash and a little bit of green for the first guys. That purple out, green. Right, so we're going to do, we'll leave him, he'll be over there. Right, so the first batch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, this is going to be the first batch here. And those will be the second batch. So what's everyone been doing today? And how many Battle Brothers we got watching us today? I can't actually see how many people are watching the stream. Again, using oh no, I haven't put any green in there. Using like YouTube stuff it's not new to me, but it's because I've streamed on, you know, I actually started streaming on YouTube first, so it's not new to me, but it's kind of like odd to come back to it after Twitch. And, you know, there's definitely quite a bit of functionality that's missing, you know, that YouTube needs to get on there, needs to get on their game. Things like the stickers and things like, you know, the sound effects and stuff like that you guys can play from Twitch. Like, I just don't understand why YouTube have not implemented something like that. You know, they've got all of that money. If Twitch can do it, then why are you know, if YouTube want to be big in the streaming game, then why are they lagging so far behind Twitch in that sort of way, you know? Earhawks, man. The tubes tonight. Yeah, I thought I'd just do something a little bit different, mate. I've realised that I've been neglecting my YouTube recently. Now, I'm not going to say I've been neglecting my YouTube. I haven't been putting as much content on YouTube because, you know, I've been kind of like concentrating on Twitch and trying to learn, you know, the Twitch way of doing things. But it all takes so much time and effort, you know, learning things from scratch. Now that I know it, if I was to start like another channel, for example, I'd be able to do it in like I'll be able to do it really quickly, you know, Twitch and YouTube. But you know, it takes so much time and effort, you know. So also obviously I forgot as well, I've got a TikTok now as well, so you know, that was that's more social media learning. So now that I kind of know what I'm doing on TikTok and Twitch as well, I think it's time to come back to YouTube and start making regular content on here as well. But I've realised that I need to make content that is not so labor intensive. Because if I'm honest, man, I mean, like, I can spend God knows how many hours, right, making some narration or something like that, right, and I'll put it up and it gets like 100 views, you know, and that is, and I might have spent upwards of like fucking like 2-3 days, like literal days, do you know what I mean, like making that. And then, you know, for that video to go out there and just be seen by like 100 people, you know, the effort just doesn't seem to be worth it. And it's all well and good saying, oh yeah, you know, I don't do it for the money and shit like that and blah 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 blah. But I mean, I'm not really doing it for the money, but I mean, at least I want people to see what I've done. If nobody sees what I've done, then what is the actual point? I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it because I want other people to see it and I want to know what they think of it, you know. So, you know, I could spend all of this time making these really in-depth videos and stuff, or I could just do like some talking head video like I've done recently and get more views on it for less effort. And I'm starting to think, you know, I just need to like put less effort videos out there more often, just get my ass out there and get known, and then once I've built up enough people, then kind of go back to the super heavy edited version. And say, Earhawks, man, I mean, you're you know, you're kind of where I am, aren't you? Like, we're both kind of stuck on like 800 odd followers, right? Or 800 about 800 YouTube subs. I mean, recently my subs on YouTube, I'm losing as many as I gain, which I don't know whether that's because like YouTube is going on some sort of purge or something, you know, maybe they'll come back, or it might just be the fact that you know, they don't like the new content that I'm doing. Some people like it and some people don't. I mean, that's obviously just going to be the way things go, isn't it? Right, the next ones... Actually, I think I might do the next guys like blue. Maybe like a bluey green, because I've got like a purpley I've got a purpley blue up there. Yesterday's Poxwalkers. So maybe if we do like a bluey green for these next ones. Yeah, see, Earhawks, man, like we're in exactly the same sort of boat, man. I mean, I look at your videos, Earhawks. I mean, they're all nicely produced, and you know, I think you know, why is this guy not getting a bigger following? You know. It's just, you know, you got to appeal to that algorithm, and also sometimes it's like you've got people have to like trust you, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time it's like unless somebody's already got followers, then people don't follow you, you know what I mean? Or maybe I'm just a bitter old git. Maybe I just haven't got it. And if that's the case, then that's cool, man, because I've tried hard and I can accept it. So do you reckon I'll be able to get these guys done quicker than yesterday's or slower? Theoretically, right, I should be able to get, because I did pretty much the exact same thing yesterday. Theoretically, I should be able to get these guys done a lot quicker, right? See if we can do them in 3 hours. Yesterday I did 10 Poxwalkers to a decent standard in about 3.5 hours, so it worked out about 20 minutes per model. So who have we got rocking with us today, man? Come and say hello in the chat if you haven't said hello before. This is live. I've had people on YouTube before go, is this live? You're like, yes, mate, it is live. And it'll be, like I said, it'll be interesting to see how many people are, you know, actually watch this, because on Twitch I'm normally streaming to like 15-20 people, right? So you're normally streaming to like 15-20 people on Twitch. It seems like weird to come here and then be streaming to, like, you know, it's like the dark old days that when I used to stream to like 1 or 2 people. And you know, you kind of like get used to a certain level of interactivity and things. And you know, it's like the other day I was streaming, there was only about 3 or 4 people watching, and I don't mind, you know, I'll be candid with you guys. I just thought, you know what is the point in me streaming to 3 or 4 people the other day? And that's why I only streamed for a few hours. There was a few other like big streamers on, so they just kind of like sucked up most of the what's the word? Most of the viewer base. So, you know, someone smaller like me, not really going to get much of a look in, you know. So these models were kindly donated to me by our man Charlie Tango in the chat there. So, Charlie, if I sell these for a half decent price, I'm going to give you some money, mate. Because, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. If somebody like gives me something like that, especially like a donation, like channel donation, and then I'll end up selling them, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't sit right with me. So if I sell these, mate, I'm going to give you at least some money for the actual models themselves. Because you give me that Gus skull as well, didn't you? Man, when I think about my first ever streams that I did on YouTube and how much, like my sort of quality and stuff has improved since my first ever streams. Man, I've come a long way, man. You couldn't even see what I was painting in my first ever streams. You couldn't see anything at all. Like the camera was just like to the side of me. And it was just like kind of me just sitting there painting. But like people couldn't actually see what I was painting. I mean, really, I should start selling my streaming and YouTube knowledge, man. Start setting up some sort of like a crash course of how to edit videos and how to like set up live streams and stuff. Right. What's the weather like where everyone is at the moment anyway? Because it feels like, I bet we've got like another storm or something coming in, because I'm pretty warm. Right, my first thought was to do some red on these guys, but I'm actually going to go with purple. That's probably a bad idea, because normally my immediate thought is the correct one. I'm thinking purple. Because purple's a kind of sick, like, you know, like sickly, bruised sort of colour. Like it's like a corpse that's been sitting there for a while, isn't it? Like all the blood starts to pool up. So I thought it'd be interesting to put something up on my personal oh, Earhawks, man. Of course it's going to be boiling where you are, mate. I thought it'd be interesting to put something up on like my personal Facebook. My guess is that it will get ignored. If you're here from my personal Facebook, come and say hello to your old pal Garth, but I said my guess is nobody could give two shits. it's the guess.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out.
Or maybe I'll just cover these all in purple. Because that looks kind of cool. Maybe that looks better. And it's a different kind of purple than the one that we did yesterday. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna give him a complete dousing in that purple. So Earhawks, have you seen my latest YouTube videos and the kind of change of format? What did you think? And that's just an open question to anyone watching. What have you guys thought of the new format YouTube videos? Just sort of basically me just having a bit of a chat, really. So I said, I mean, I can rinse those kind of videos out like one a day or one every couple of days, depending on what there is to talk about. And Colossus, did you get my message earlier about maybe doing something next week? Or maybe if Colossus comes down next week, Charlie Tango, maybe we can go for a beer as well, mate. You can meet the man, the legend that is our man Colossus. You'd argue that Ed is more of it. I don't think he's a legend of the channel though. You're a legend of the You're a legend of the Epic Narrators channel, man. The Colossus. Colossus, how late are you going to be up today, mate? Are you going to be up for a bit of Enlisted maybe later? Like I said, mate, are you going to be up for doing something next week or not, man? Because like I said, I need to start planning it, potentially. I need to know, so we know what time, what day Ed can come down. Yeah, 11. Well, it's already almost 9 o'clock, isn't it? So don't think I'll be able to get these done by then. Ah, now we've got the boring part now. Now the boring part being all of this base coating now. This is the non-fun part now. Should get the nipple out. Now YouTube's gonna ban me now. No, this is, lads, absolute I find that YouTube, there's a lot more lurkers than there are in Twitch. I feel like because people on Twitch are kind of, you know, they're out there looking for, you know, for live streams, so they know, right, okay, I'm here to interact with the streamer, whereas YouTube, it's still like, you know, then the behaviour has not been learnt yet. You know, people are still into like the sort of passive consumption of of the media, which is fine, but I think that as the younger generation get through, younger people are more used to like watching streamers and stuff like that, and like, probably like TV as we know it, I reckon, will just like disappear. I mean, already like kids don't turn around and go, oh, I want to be a fireman, or like, I want to be a movie star. Kids now say, I want to be a YouTuber, or like, I want to be, what do you call it? I want to be, well, basically their thing is, I want to be a YouTuber or something, right? So, or a streamer. So in the future, that's what they're going to be. That's what people are going to consume, man. This is the future right here. Watching 37-year-old men paint toys live for your amusement. Now, isn't that a future that we can all get behind? I was looking at something today. It was going on about BBC and the TV license, and BBC wanted to up the TV license price, but it's been denied. Does anyone even watch, like, apart from like BBC News? There's absolutely no reason for me to go and watch anything on the BBC. I was thinking to myself in my head, I was like, right, man, like, I was like, I don't want to see the BBC disappear. But then I was actually like, well, why do I not want to see why do I want to keep the BBC around? Apart from sort of nostalgia, because there's like nothing I watch from the BBC now. I don't really watch TV, Even films I don't really watch, Like almost everything I watch is right here on YouTube. Almost everything. I haven't watched any like actual like traditional TV, or I don't even have like Netflix or anything like that, because I just would never watch it. Like any documentaries or anything like that I want to consume is all here on YouTube, isn't it? And the sad thing I think about YouTube at the moment is that the more I see it, is the more and more it's getting like more and more like old media, and it's becoming less and less like YouTube, right? It's all like celebrities have their own YouTube channels and stuff now, don't they? And like traditional news and stuff is like creeping in. Like, I get like, you're speaking of the BBC, like, they're on YouTube now, aren't they? And YouTube actively promotes the BBC and stuff like that, as opposed, whereas someone like me, they're not going to actively promote me, but then they'll promote some bullshit fucking stuff like that. Do they really need a helping hand from YouTube? Aren't they meant to be the big, massive, news organisation? So why are they getting handouts from YouTube? As an Englishman, I think that is patently unfair. It's a large ship to turn and a bit of a dinosaur. Yeah, man. No, I don't disagree, Matt. I'm thinking I might do like, I've said this before ages ago, but I'm thinking I might do like one stream every couple of weeks or something like that on YouTube. I mean, it's difficult though, man, because I said, I mean, how many viewers we got at the moment? Two. Pathetic. Is what that is. Sad, mate. Or it's pathetic. It feels sad for me. I mean, I shouldn't say, you know, it's a bit, you know, because we've all got to start somewhere, man. I mean, obviously, I started streaming to one or two people, didn't I? So, you know, I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say it's pathetic. It's just, for me, it just feels... It doesn't feel the same, you know. You get accustomed to a certain level of stuff, don't you? Just like money and things like that. Like, you know, you get accustomed to like a certain amount of people or certain like viewing figures, and then to see them low like that, you're like, oh man. But then, like, you know, there's literally I'm literally looking on YouTube now, and fucking Valrak's got like 340 people watching him. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I'll get 10 viewers. What a local hero. I might just, instead of doing what I did yesterday...
Let's come to this door. Understand how it's going down. Your paw game is weak. I'm gonna have to paw you, dog. You're fired!
Cheers, Colossus. Who's count on you, Colossus? It's a little disheartening, yes. Earhawks, man. I know you know the deal. Earhawks is, you know, we're in exactly the same boat, mate. We are in exactly the same boat. I mean, it'd be nice if, like, some, you know, some big YouTuber shouted me out or something one time, you know, just to give me, just to get that little boost, right? But all of that requires networking and all the rest of it. Do I deserve it? There's plenty of people that deserve it, and there's probably plenty of people that deserve it more than me. But then also I see it happen to people that maybe don't deserve it, and I'm like, you know, people, I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen it happen to like some people that I just think, what? That guy got... It's jealousy though, isn't it? So you got to be careful of it. You know, like that certain person got, you know, how come they got their big break and I didn't? Do you know what I mean? But that's just me having, that's just sour grapes though. You know, it can't happen to everyone. Not everyone can make it, can they? And I'm proud of what I've done already. You know, I've made a few quid from it, which is more than a lot of people can do. Made a few quid from it. I've made some real friends, not just like internet friends, but I mean, you know, I've made some real friends, which I wouldn't have known without the channel. I've had plenty of free miniatures, that's for sure. I mean, I'm painting some free miniatures now. I've learned an insane amount about social media and stuff like that. Like I said, if I'm, you know, when I go back to China, I'll probably make some sort of channel, some sort of Chinese related channel. Just something that's got zero to do with politics though. You know, some sort of, maybe I can talk about, you know, get my bird involved, and you know, we can make, you know, some sort of, not travel blog, but like, you know, like life in China kind of blog. Or maybe not blog, because there's enough of those, but some kind of something. Some kind of something. I just realised I've forgotten to, this guy's not wearing a shoe there, and I've forgotten to paint it up. Wash. Yeah, Earhawks, man. Like I said, I absolutely hear you, and I absolutely sympathise with you, man. Like, people don't realise how tough the YouTube gig is, man. And obviously some people, just like everything, I mean, some people are just naturally good at it, naturally talented, naturally lucky. There's a lot of people out there that are a lot better looking than me. I know it's hard to imagine, but there are people out there that are, you know, slightly sexier than me. But generally do, you know, that's gonna help you, isn't it? Just keep going, Garth. Don't give up. Well, I haven't given up yet, but I'm telling you what, chaps, there have been days where I have really just felt like packing all of this in. I'm sure you're the same, Earhawks, as well, right? Danilo Mello, mate. How's it going, man? Thanks for popping in. And we're talking about you, mate. Don't think so. How's it going, Danilo, today, mate? What have you been up to? You doing any painting yourself? Is anyone painting along? Also, if anyone's a Twitch regular or a Discord regular, you're going to have to let me know what your handle is, because of course everyone's got different pseudonyms for different platforms, so I don't always know who I'm talking to, because you might have a different name. So Danilo, have we spoken before, my friend? I'm guessing we have. Oh, it's Runaway. Hey, man. Yeah, see, there we go. Now I know who you are. Oh, of course, I've actually subbed to your channel, haven't I? How's it going, Runaway, mate? Like I said, are you painting today? Also, chaps, I'm probably going to make I'm just going to probably recycle some of this footage for a how-to. Like how to speed paint poxwalkers, because I know for a fact there's plenty of people that have just got a million poxwalkers laying around, you know what I mean? And like I said, I worked it out the other day that, you know, 10 poxwalkers in about 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. That's about 20 minutes per poxwalker, which is, I think, really good going. So not only are you guys immortalised in the stream, but you might be immortalised in the actual how-to video as well. You're one of those filthy peasants who buys new GW models? How dare you, mate? Did you see my video on the GW boycott at all, Danilo? Oh, Mr. Runaway. What did you think? And did you watch my tinfoil hat video? What are your opinions on my tinfoil hat video, ladies and gentlemen? Who agrees with me, or who thinks that I am just completely barking up the wrong tree there? Got Gorkamorka fever. Do you reckon they'll ever bring back Gorkamorka? I reckon they will, at some point. It's completely feasible. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. You know, it's a kind of like, to me it seems like a no-brainer. I mean, you know, they brought back Necromunda, didn't they? And I think though with Gorkamorka though, that the problem with the original Gorkamorka, or what I heard, you know what, I never actually played it because I was too busy playing Necromunda and stuff. I had some Gorkamorka models and stuff. Incidentally, I was using them in Necromunda, but my understanding is that the problem with Gorkamorka was that basically, you know, because you're playing orcs and they're kind of like second edition rules, the orcs just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, so it made the game a bit annoying. But you know, that was no different than, you know, your bog standard gang from Necromunda that would hit on, like, out in the open. You would, like, in no cover, you know, you would still need a 4 to hit someone, and that's not even like long range or anything like that. I said that's first edition Necromunda though. I've got those rules like burnt into my brain. Any of my personal friends out there from Facebook, come and say hello. Show me that you're supporting your pal Garth. But I know that none of you are you? You fucks. You saw my post and you were like, sod that, man. I'm not watching Garth paint Games Workshop. That sounds fucking lame. Well, more for you, man. You're missing out. Welsh Mini Painter Man, how's it going? Thanks for turning up to the YouTube. I've seen some people paint this Poxwalker here as Rick from Rick and Morty. Who likes Rick and Morty here? I think Rick and Morty is good. But I don't understand why it's kind of like loved as much as it is. I mean, I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, and I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just like surprised how popular it is, you know? Rick and Morty is cringe. Why do you think it's cringe? I wouldn't call it cringe. I think it's alright. Like I said, I reckon it's good. But it surprises me how popular it is. Like the show, but not the fandom. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, Earhawks, did you ever have that Szechuan... Speaking of Rick and Morty, and like they go on about that Szechuan sauce, right? Did they have Szechuan sauce when you know, or maybe even now, in Taiwan? Because when I was in Guangzhou and that whole Rick and Morty thing was going out, I went to the McDonald's and, you know, lo and behold, they've got a Szechuan sauce in Chinese McDonald's. It's just like a spicy one. And, you know, there's all these, like, memes about Szechuan sauce, blah, 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 right? And, like, people going into McDonald's and rolling on the floor and stuff like that, right, about it. But I've actually eaten it, and I don't know if it's the same recipe or whatever, but, I mean, I've eaten a Szechuan sauce, and people were like selling them for like £100 on eBay and stuff, right? I just don't get that sort of shit. The only Jigs. How's it going, Jigs? Jigs, how come you've changed your, like, YouTube moniker? Are people hunting you down? Also, by the way, chaps, stickers and sound effects still work. All you need to do is go to my Twitch page and you can still harass me with Bane Blades and things like that, like you usually do. Except they come up on YouTube, so they will be immortalized forever. But I've had to disable some of them though, because they will be immortalized forever. I don't want to get copyrighted for them. So things like Braveheart is not available. And nor is the Star Trek fight music, because both of those will make the stream they'll copyright claim it because of those. Miss the stream stickers? Yeah, you can still do the stream stickers, man. That's what I was just saying, Jigs. You just have to go onto my Twitch and you can still play them. Come on, Jigs. I want to hear some stream stickerage, mate. Mm-mm. Listen to the sweet non-copyright beats. Actually like this tune though, it's cool. Jigs. There's a hardcore rave in Pompey on Friday, mate. You gonna come down? And Fusion's gonna be on at the pier. Tempted to go. And I'll be out of my COVID isolation is finishing soon. I'm actually free of COVID now. Like, PCR tests and stuff are negative now, so that's a bonus, I suppose.
He's a French bastard.
Cheers, Jigs. I said the stickers still work, see? I'll be interested to see if the sound effects are fixed. I think I have fixed the echo on the sound effects finally. For like things like the Baneblade and stuff, I think they're fixed. Tried a sticker. Yeah, it came up, didn't it? It just said I'm a French bastard. I heard it. And Sharp was on the screen, mate. Did anyone else see Sharp and hear him say, "Is a French bastard"? Frisian reunited. It's tempting, mate. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Who's playing? Is it Druid? It's probably Druid would be my guess. I said, mate, come down to Pompey, man. Order yourself another Ken's Kebabs, mate. Saw and heard. Yeah, see, they are working. Stickers are working. So I would be very interested to see if, like, there's even like any random people here, or if everyone is literally from Twitch. How come I'm on YouTube anyway? Just because I realised that I've been neglecting my YouTube channel over the past month, 2 months, or probably 6 months really, because I've been doing other things, i.e. Twitch and TikTok, right? So now I've learned Twitch and TikTok, I can kind of start doing some YouTube stuff again, because I think that the learning curve, you know, it will never end, but you know, I feel like my grasp of those 2 social medias now are enough that I can free up some time to start doing some YouTube videos again. I mean, because if I can crack YouTube, that's the big one, isn't it? Really. And the whole reason that I started streaming on Twitch was to try and get more people to watch my YouTube. And it sort of transpired that I preferred streaming on Twitch, and my Twitch has been growing faster than my YouTube, right? So, I mean, maybe I should just stick to one, but I don't know. I feel like I get my finger in as many pies as possible and try and get it to the point where everything starts self-promoting. But it is so difficult to get people to change platform, you know? It's so difficult to get people from Twitch to YouTube and from YouTube to Twitch. I mean, that's why, like, and you know, but everyone's got YouTube, you know what I mean? And nobody's got Twitch. So really, that, you know, Twitch is, YouTube is the big one, isn't it? If you can break YouTube, then you're done. You're done, though. I mean, never another Ken's. Ken's sucks, right? Don't understand why people go to Ken's when there's like a million better kebab shops in Portsmouth. Ken's Kebabs is fucking skank, man. And like loads of people go there just because it's like the named brand of Portsmouth, and it's like, it just tastes like shit. It's like really low quality, and like everyone goes there just because it's like the name brand of fucking Pompey. Although that classic meme was spawned in Ken's Kebabs, the one where the geezer's sitting there eating his chips and stuff, and there's that fight going on. That was Ken's Kebabs in Albert Road. One of the many Ken's Kebabs. So there's Pompey's claim to fame there, look. It is double fucking naughty, mate. Now this is better. All right, you've got your actual account now, Mr. And I know who you are now, Mr. Runaway. Hey guys, remember to like and subscribe. I'm just sitting here listening to tunes now, look. Just in case you were wondering how people paint the base, man. Full Martian base. Or are you another person? I don't know, are you another person? Is he sure I know? Yeah, another bot. I mean, viewer on the phone. On this crap phone. Oh, great. Yeah, that phone's so old that actually opening up Chrome just crashed it. Yeah, that was a bit of a waste of time. And is it really worth it just for one extra viewer? Probably not. What I need to do is buy a load of bots. Surefire way to internet stardom. I'll just buy like 100 bots. Has anyone actually bought any bots? I wouldn't even know how to go about doing it. I've seen like, again, I'm not going to mention any names, but I know some people who have definitely bought some bots because, like, you know, you go and check out their channel. They're like, oh yeah, I've got loads of people who watch me, blah 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 blah. You go on their channel and there's like, you know, there's people. There's supposedly like you know, X amount of people watching it. Not one of them is talking. And then when you go and you look into the sort of history of their channel, they'll have something like 100 followers or something like that. And then in one day they'll have like 1,000 or something. You're like, oh, come on, mate. As if you didn't fucking pay for those bots, mate. That's how a lot of people start their careers. Oh, man. You know, you join the stream tomorrow and I'll have like 100 fucking viewers. Be like, where did they come from, Garth? Oh, yeah, But surely that's just short-term sort of stuff. It can't... I know, but then again, I mean, literally, I've just been saying that some people, you know, sometimes you need... Like, people need to see that you've been validated, right? So if they go in and they see, like, 100 people watching it, like, oh, it must be good. See, I don't know if I would feel right about it. Do you know what I mean? I don't have any money for models, let alone bots. Yeah, innit? Ain't that just the case? Right, how long have we been streaming? 44 minutes ago. Is that it? That's not right, is it? I've been streaming longer than that, haven't I? So I feel like we're going a lot quicker than we were yesterday. Did it work though, Welsh Mini Painter, is the question. Also, did it work? See, this stream will probably get taken down now because we're discussing bots. $1,000 Russian accounts, all silent. Yeah, exactly. Not in any way, just fed their egos. But how can that feed your ego when you know, like it's a special kind of it's a special kind of delusion, that is, isn't it? That, like, you know, you can feed your own ego with fake accounts and go about saying how good you are to other people, but, like, you know in your heart that you bought those viewers, right? I mean, maybe it's just a means to an end, and I don't know, it's kind of like, to me, it's like a moral question, right? Sometimes I think, you know, obviously it's tempting, right? It's tempting to, you know, it is, you know, because to say that I haven't even thought about it would be, you know, I'd be lying, man, if I said that I haven't actually thought about potentially buying bots. But I would feel that, you know, it'd be hard for me to, like, look at myself in the mirror, or, like, you know, be chuffed about my channel and what I'd done. You know, this is just personal opinion. You know, people can do what they want, and if that's what you need to do to get ahead, then that's what you need to do, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to judge them for that. I'm just going to say how it is, you know, how I would feel about it, you know. I'd want to kind of, like, do it the right way, you know. But the right way might be the wrong way, if that makes sense. Might never get there because I'm trying to do it the right way. And it could just be the difference of, like, spending 10 quid a month on, like, 1,000 bots or something like that, you know, and then that could be the difference between me making it or not. And if that's what people are doing and that's what you need to do to get ahead, then maybe that's what you need to do. But I don't know, like I said, even just like vocalizing it makes me just think, no, you know, do I need that? I wanna do it the old-fashioned way, the honest way, right? And that's what I'm doing, man, putting those hours in, but you know, it just doesn't seem to pay dividends, to be honest. So maybe it's time to let that self-doubt get me, or maybe it's time to, like, you know, stop flogging a dead horse, you know what I mean? There are plenty of rappers that have bought YouTube viewers for their videos, and did it do? I would feel wicked dirty doing that. Yeah, exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm skipping this song, it sucks. I like how this geezer's trousers are like those old school raver trousers used to get with, like, that people used to wear with, like, those tassels hanging off everywhere. You know what I mean? Like those baggy, like, trousers that had, like, that had the like strings coming off them that, like, people used to attach glow sticks to and stuff, especially like cyber goths. I always thought they looked fucking gash. How loud is the music, by the way? And should I turn it down? Right, we are almost done with the base coat. Almost done with the base coats, and then once the base coats are done, it's just all the fun details and stuff then. And like, a lot of that is just going to be like adding like the washes and like the buboes and, like I said, all of the fun stuff. This is the part I like. And then hopefully in an hour or so, We'll have another 10 Poxwalkers, and then I won't have to paint any Poxwalkers for a long, long time. Does anyone use Poxwalkers in the actual game? I hear that they just get annihilated, and they're just shit. Right, let's make sure there's not any like Poxwalkers missing. Right, 3, 5, 3, 5. Yeah, we've got them all. Hot motherfucker. Right, maybe I should do the... Actually, no, it doesn't really matter. I'm talking to myself there. I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should do the... I think I should do the red wash first, and then onto the... and then Nuln Oil after that. Like, all these like belt buckles and stuff I can get done, and the metal I can get done with this Agrax Earthshade now. I said even just adding this will transform the model from being essentially just a fancy base coat. This will change it into basically battle ready, as they like to call it. Like I said yesterday, I mean, like, the best thing about painting these guys is that it's not really about... This is less about skill and more about technique. And just sort of trusting that... Because, you know, painting Nurgle and stuff like that, you know, unless you're doing, like... the heavy metal style, boring looking Nurgle that, you know, Games Workshop like to do, which is, you know, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But like, I just find modern Games Workshop Nurgle, like that green that they use and things like that, I just find it really boring and sterile, and like, they're meant to be Nurgle, for God's sake, right? So painting them like this is less about, you know, actually being good at painting and just knowing, just slapping that paint on, but knowing that, you know, the process that you're doing, by the end of it, is going to look sick when it all like works together at the end. And, you know, painting stuff like this is like one of the rare occasions where, you know, like, being a bit messy and stuff is actually beneficial. Alright, here, Hawks, mate. Thanks for popping in. I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow, if you're about. But be back on Twitch tomorrow, would be my guess. Right, so the only thing that's going to be a little bit different is I'm not sure what to do with this guy's lab coat. Got some ideas, but... Man, we're definitely missing a few of the regulars, aren't we? Kaz, Zen. And so my guess would be that they're still all over on Twitch. I mean, in all honesty, man, I mean, if it's gonna just be 4 or 5 people on YouTube watching, I'll just stick to Twitch. But it's good to do something a little bit different. I suppose it's like, the other thing is like, you know, I should be entertaining, shouldn't I? You know, that's what you're meant to do, isn't it? It's not, you're not meant to actually paint. You're just meant to like go, yeah, guys, let's talk about this and this, right? But no. We're actually going to do some painting. Still haven't what, Jigs? But that was lazy of me there. Warm in here, man. Can't even blame it on COVID anymore. Sweating. Room is tiny. Am I running out of red wash? It's like every time I like order something from like Element Games or something, I always forget stuff. And I'll just go through. You'll see commission painting and stuff now, man. I'll go through paints so much quicker. I should like make some sort of spreadsheet or some shit, man. But I hate fucking spreadsheets and stuff. Like, so I've got some friends who like love spreadsheets. How fucking weird is that? They're like, oh mate, I love a good old spreadsheet. It means like, you know, I know what's going on. It's like, how the fuck can you like spreadsheets? Like, seriously, things like spreadsheets and stuff like drive me insane. My worst fear is to end up in an office doing data entry for the rest of my life. The thought of that, I couldn't do it. But yeah, after the stream, I'm going to have to order some red wash by the looks of it. This is the last of it. Mr. Tropus the other night. Yeah, Tropus is rarely about these days, man. And actually not having red wash, this could be potentially scuppering for do I need it for the other models that I'm going to be doing? Should have done this. I shouldn't have done this red wash now. Just realised I've messed this up a little bit. Really, I should have waited and put this red wash sort of on the like horns and stuff that are growing out. Hopefully I'll have enough wash by the end of it. Neckbeard musk. Feel like a bit of neckbeard musk. So I just realised I really should have done this. I shouldn't have done this at this stage. And I don't want to be at the stage where I kind of run out of this red wash, because this red wash is just crucial for the look. Sure, I must have another red wash somewhere. I'll order it tomorrow and then I'll find it. It's depressing knowing that, like, I'm streaming to 3 people, and one of those people is myself. I need to go back to Twitch. Seriously, guys, people watch me on Twitch, you know. It's embarrassing as well, man, because I've actually advertised this, like I've said before, I advertised it on my, you know, on my personal Facebook page, not on, you know, sort of like an Epic Narrator Facebook page or anything, like on my actual Facebook page where people in real life know me. And they're gonna, like, jump on, see me streaming to like 2 people and then go, oh my god, fuck is Garth doing? What a loser. Not only is he painting Warhammer, he's like painting Warhammer on his own and nobody's even watching him. What the fuck is up with that? And that is exactly what some people are saying right now about me. That is not a cool feeling, but it's also not the end of the world. Because I said before, I've generally done all right out of this. You're wondering when the D&B's coming back? What, to the stream? These guys are not too far from being done now, these guys. Not like, you know, I mean, I said before, I mean, potentially you could say that, you know, you could say that these are battle ready and put them on the battlefield like this, and you know, it wouldn't be that bad. Mate, they haven't, yeah, they haven't even bothered to click it, mate. They just see, like, shitty Warhammer or something, and they're like, sod that. Sod that for a laugh. Just can't get the support these days, man, can you? Sometimes I do think though that I do too much for other people and don't get enough in return, and it's like horrible to think like that sometimes, isn't it? But I'm sure everyone does though. I'm sure I'm not the only person who thinks that. I'm sure everyone thinks that, thinking about it. You know, really, if I was a really nice person, I wouldn't even, you know, I wouldn't even think that I should get something in return for doing that, should I? Perhaps I'm too mercenary. Now that admission by me is on YouTube for all to see. Valrak is streaming, so that doesn't happen. Oh, mate, well, look, my stuff's never going to be, my stuff's not going to be recommended to Valrak watchers, is it? That's not how YouTube works, is it? This is just getting pumped out to, basically the people, like, I won't have gained any new subs or anything like that from this stream. I said, I mean, from Twitch, I get like new followers and stuff, but YouTube just doesn't work like that, man. It will only have sent out. If you're new to the channel and you don't even know who I am, write in the chat now or write in the comments, and I guarantee you there won't be any. There won't be any. The only people that this will get sent to will be people who maybe have watched a video of mine in the past or something, or that are obviously subbed. That's how that works, man. But there won't be any new people here. So my stuff is not going to get shown to any of Valrak's fans. So don't worry about that. And also, I don't think Valrak, sort of people who watch Valrak are probably not going to like my stream, are they? Because Valrak's a very positive guy. And, like, he loves everything that, like, Games Workshop do, pretty much. Whereas I'm the complete opposite of that, aren't I? Pretty much. Anyway, I'm going to stop whining. You know, that's how YouTube and the internet works, isn't it? I mean, you know, what we're gonna. I can't change it. Got to work with it, or just not even bother. mean, like we were just saying to like Airhawks, man, I mean, it's very disheartening, man, to be honest. But like I said, I mean, the options are just pack it in, but I enjoy doing this, man. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy painting. So I don't want to pack it in because I like it, but you know, obviously I feel like sometimes, you know, I would like more followers, more recognition, but you know, that comes with hard work and shit, doesn't it? If I haven't worked hard enough, maybe it just will never happen, you know? And, you know, that's fine, man. I mean, I've got plenty going on for me. That isn't streaming. And of course, streaming is like my way of getting through the lockdown and, you know, the sort of mess of my bloody life at the moment, until I can get back to where my real job is and where my girlfriend is and stuff like that, man. I mean, you know, this is what keeps me sane, isn't it? You know, doing something, keeping my brain active, learning new stuff, and like I said, when I get back to China, man, things will be, you know, I won't be thinking like I am now. Let's get some eyes in there. GW brilliant. Is it though? No, people wind me up and saying, "Oh, Garth, you're going to be like the new Games Workshop presenter, aren't you?" They know how to wind me up. See, let's see if there's any new people out there. I bet you there ain't. Again, anyone new, say hello in chat. Silence ensues. We have to change this brush. Yeah, that brush sucks. Throw that one away, I think. Essex, how's it going, man? Where have you been, mate? Long time no see, man. Thought you'd left us, mate.
Essex!
I'm new but old but new. What's been going on with you, mate? There's another guy from Essex, man. There's a couple of chaps from Essex, mate. You've got competition now. See, Jigs, you're thinking about the Orc Essex, aren't you? This is not the Orc Essex. This is another Essex. This is one of the original Battle Brothers, man. From back in the day. She's going to uni on Friday. Cool. What's she going to go and study, mate? But I'm glad to see you still about, Essex. You should get on the old Twitch buzz, man. Most of the time I'm on Twitch, mate, now. If you got time. All the links are down there, man. Be cool to have you back on the stream. Discord is still there. Like I said, mate, it'd be good to have you back. Criminology. Ah, man, I didn't even notice that. Like the camera's just not. It was just not focused in on those eyes at all. But I've just been done all of the eyes. One of you could have told me that. Then we get some of their skanky teeth in as well. In criminology, I feel like, you know, that'd be like something that'd be quite interesting to study. And I feel like, you know, where I studied history, I feel like, you know, maybe I should have studied something else sometimes. As much as I love history, I feel like I definitely didn't apply myself enough. I was like too young, really, and didn't study hard enough. I feel like, you know, I should have done like should have like studied to be a fucking doctor or something. And then I'd be fucking minted. That's probably what I would do if I went back. If I could do it all over again, I'll try and do like some sort of, I said, like fucking try and be a doctor or something like that. Instead of bloody history. Alright, Zen mate. How's it going today, Zen? I'm talking about, I mean, like, Zen man, I mean, you know, you studied to be a psychologist, didn't you? Like, I wish I did something like that, man, instead of history these days. I actually did psychology at A level. Maybe I should have just carried on studying that. Walked Chaos Doggo. Wasn't it Chaos Doggo's birthday the other day? And now we got to skank up their teeth a little bit. I might just use the red. Man, I love that. As soon as you put like some eyes and stuff on these, it just like transforms them, makes them look much more like threatening and scary and shit. Like because without the eyes and without the teeth, they don't look as revolting. But as soon as you put like the teeth and stuff on them, they suddenly just spring to life and look absolutely horrific. Problem with history is it's in the past. Some wise words there, Jigs. I don't know why I'm adding this white in there now. I should have done this at the bloody start. I think it's just really just going to add... So I'm going to be adding... It's not really going to make much difference at all, because I'm going to put a load of wash on it anyway and make it all skank. Might add a little bit of white in these guts so that you can see those poking out later. Right, a little bit of silver. A little bit of silver, a little bit of known oil. Oriental flesh. red wash, and then we'll be in the super fun parts, and they'll be done. So we've only got a couple more stages, and these will be completed. How long have we been streaming now? How are we doing for time? I can't actually, for some reason I can't see how long the stream's been going. Oh shit. Actually, you know what, it doesn't really matter if I mess that up a little bit, because later on I'm going to be putting a load of other crap onto, oh no, I can kind of cover up my mistakes in a minute. So I can afford to be a little bit lax with my dry brushing here. Because we're going to be adding like a load of rust and stuff to this, and we're going to be adding some Nuln oil to it, which is going to also going to be adding some Nuln oil to like some of the shadows and stuff in there as well. So like I said again, although I am being quite messy with this, it's not the end of the world. I can fix that in the next sort of stages. As usual with me, kind of just go complete dog shit stage and then clean it up at the end and make it look nice then. "2 hours, started at 8:30. No, I started at 8. For a few minutes past 8. So maybe I'm a little bit slower than I was yesterday. I mean, painting like this now is so much fun. Just doing, like I said, all the sort of skanky bits and like all the boils and stuff. Like this is just like really fun to paint. So they haven't even added the Nuln oil yet. Maybe we'll add that the very last this time. to look as disgusting as possible. Like skanky buboes and stuff on them. Painful. That's the word I was thinking yesterday. Or that's really what we want them to look like. We want it to look painful and sore. Because that's what essentially these guys have got, isn't it? Is like open sores and like dripping with pus and skank.
And I will be applying 2 thin coats as well with good strong paint.
Not going to be 2 thin coats in this one, man. About 800 thin coats for these guys. You get like Poxwalker. What's his fucking name? Poxwalker Duncan, look. Right, back to the red wash again. But this is the very last of the red wash. I'm going to have to order some more. No, this is just so much fun. Look at him. Looks to fucking skank. I'm actually going to add some red in their eyes as well, look. Yeah. Keep forgetting these little horns and growths they've got as well out of here. That's the whole point I wanted to do. It like so it looks like it's like burst out of their skin, right? Like these growths. And then we'll add some blood for the blood god in it as well after this, and it'll look even more horrific. And then after the blood for the blood god, we'll add what's that colour? Then we'll add like the typhus corrosion and stuff like that as well. And then the typhus corrosion will add another level of skank to them. But they're almost done, man. They're so close. And so we got the proper grim dark zombies look for these guys. No no redeeming points of these guys. They look revolting. I said that's exactly what we want right now. Almost like second to last stage. We're going to get some known oil. I'm going to add this to some of these recesses, but mainly to these like weapons. I mean, normally like those tide lines would be like the worst thing ever, but really for these guys it's not an issue. Let me just like add a little bit of that known oil into just a couple of those shadow areas, or just make it stand out just that little bit more. We don't need to go overboard though, because they're basically all done. Like this guy, like just in like the crease of his belly there, like down there, some of his muscles, his legs, look. And that'll just help it stand out a little bit more. This guy's got a black boot that I haven't washed yet, so we can do the same with his belt. We can do that now. And again, you don't have to worry too much about sloshing this on. And these guys look suitably horrific. Now, almost done with this stage as well now. Really not very long. That guy's basically been dip washed. This is the real fun bit, man. Just doing all of this, sloshing this on. Love it. Our painting style really works for Nurgle. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I find Nurgle secretly easy to paint. Like I said before, like I said earlier, there's not much. I'm not putting much skill into this. This is less skill and just like, you know, there's a technique that I've kind of worked out, and just sticking to the technique is what this is. I mean, you can see I'm just literally just slopping the paint on. Nice. Might just add a little bit of brown in there as well. Right, we have 2 more stages to do. No, 3 more stages, sorry, and then they're done. First, I'm going to do Typhus Corrosion. Then while that's drying, I'm going to add on the Blood for the Blood God. I'm going to use my Windsor Newton with the Typhus Corrosion. I need some piece to get because I'm a bit brush. That'll do. So this is the second to last stage, and then that will be stream over. First YouTube stream in God knows how long. And this is where I'm kind of like covering up bits that maybe I should have painted a bit better than I have. And this is, like I said, this is things like this, like painting like these Nurgling stuff like here, man. I mean, you can really just cover it up with crap. Catching some red eye. Get some red eye from these guys. Got some pink eye, mate. You got Nurgle pink eye. Maybe use a smaller brush actually for that. This blood for the blood god doesn't really mess up your brush that bad, but that bloody what's it called? That typhus corrosion definitely will, though. I mean, you could use this technique for like any old zombies, like whether you're playing like zombie side or anything like that. This would work with all of that. I mean, you gotta like be careful with like the blood paint and stuff, like, because sometimes like less is more. You just want it on like these sort of choice areas. I mean, especially like new painters and stuff, man. I mean, like things like blood paint and, you know, also this typhus corrosion and stuff is like something that people kind of go a bit overboard on. You know, because it is a cool effect, but sometimes less is more with this sort of stuff. I mean, you can kind of like forgive, like, you know, kids for doing it and stuff, like, especially like, you know, you first started painting or something. If I had this when I was younger, I dread to think the sort of like models I would have made, like they just would have been covered in this. I was saying on stream the other day, like I used to have like an old like Rogue Trader Land Raider that and I got a load of Space Crusade Space Marines and put them in a vice at school and then stuck them all over the Land Raider, and that was my orc converted Land Raider. God knows where that thing is now, man. I think it's just been been lost to the warp like permanently, but that's probably a good thing, to be honest. Right. Almost there. Okay. Last stage, chaps. Which is just some Rise of Rust. You know what's cool about streaming on YouTube though now? I don't need to worry about raiding anyone. I can just go, alright lads, see you later, stream over, bye-bye, gone. That's cool. Saves me a job there. But I don't think I'll be doing another YouTube stream for a while though, man, just because the numbers have just been so much lower than what I would get on Twitch. You know, it just seems like pointless, really. Which is a shame, because I'm not doing anything different than I would do on Twitch, you know. It's just the way that like YouTube like promotes stuff and that, isn't it? And it's like, what is the advantage of me streaming on YouTube to like 3 or 4 people with like less functionality, things like the stickers and things like that. What do you guys reckon? I know what Jigs is going to say. Jigs is going to say I prefer Twitch. What about you, Zen? Right, very close to the end now. Just this little bit of rust on these last couple of blokes. I can have a rest. I'm gonna go downstairs, get a snack quick. And then I'm hoping that Colossus or someone is going to be around for maybe a game of Enlisted. If anyone is about. And something I am really not looking forward to when I go back to China is having to rebuild my streaming setup along with all my paints and stuff. It'll be a lot quicker to do it the second time because I know exactly what I want. And in that sort of way, it'll be cheaper than the first time because I had to learn a load of stuff, right? When I first started streaming. Last one. There we go, chaps. How long have I been streaming? And that is 10 Poxwalkers done. So let's take stock. Can somebody tell me what the timer is? For some reason I can't see it. How long I've been on. Let's just let that dry a little bit and then we'll go through the 10 Poxwalkers and see. I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest. Like I said, I mean, I'm proud of the ones that I did yesterday as well, and to like be able to do them so quickly and to like a half decent standard as well is cool. Like I said, the worst part of these guys is just getting through that base coat stage. Putting the washes on and stuff is really fun, but just like every model, getting them through 2.5 hours. Yeah, see, I've probably done these guys quicker than the ones I did yesterday because I knew exactly what I wanted to do with these guys. So let's take stock, shall we? So we've got 1. 2. 3. I mean, just imagine that geezer creeping after you, man. You'd fucking shit yourself, wouldn't you? Look at it. 4. 5. That one looks particularly horrific, doesn't he? 6. 7. This one always looks like he'd be like the boss to me. 8. He looks creepy, doesn't he, with those like yellow eyes like that. 9. And 10 there, look. It's the last one. It's going to do the sweeping that he's got a broom. And that is that, ladies and gents. So we are done. So whatever that was, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, I'll check it out. 10 Poxwalkers. What's that? 20 minutes? A half hour each? That is not bad going, is it? That is really not bad going. I am happy with my little Steve R, how's it going? No Twitch today, man. Just wanted to do something a bit different, mate. So thanks for popping in, but this is literally the end of the stream, man. We've just got 10 Poxwalkers done. So on that one, I'm going to go and get myself some I don't know, what should I get myself? I'm going to get myself a sandwich. I'm going to get myself a tuna and mayonnaise sandwich, and then hopefully play some Enlisted. So I am going to be back tomorrow, lads. Similar time, but this time back on Twitch. Anyone who hasn't checked me out and you're watching this later on, why not go and check me out on Twitch, because that is where I do most of my streaming. And yeah, all of those links are below. Turned up late, yes mate, I'm afraid. So see you later, lads. Ta-ta. Garth out. Oh wow, that didn't work, did it? What a way to finish the stream.